So this is the Twinsman, new for 2026, all-arounder, one board. If you've ridden twin fins for a long time, you haven't ridden a Twinzer, highly recommend the variation or the feeling that it gives you. The standard Twinsman was kind of everyone's first jumping off point from a short board to like a twin fin. It's a board that you don't have to change your approach. You can still have a high performance approach, but you get like the freedom of more speed, easier to turn, easier to paddle, but you can still off the bottom, off the top, and it's still a board meant to rip. It's like building off of the feeling that you love in a twin fin, in a Twinsman, and it's like adding a new sensation on top of that. So it just gives you like a variation. You can kind of take it in different waves because it has a little bit more curve, so you could really ride it as your short board. But it has a good low end, kind of like the Twinsman too, where you can surf it in very average waves. The thing you really notice with the channel is it feels freed up. So you're riding a board that paddles and catches waves easily because it's higher volume and there's a lot of volume under your chest and throughout the middle of the board. So it floats and carries that float really well, moves through the water really easily. But as soon as you get up and ride, it's like this sensitive, dynamic, reactive feeling board that feels very much like a Ferrari when you're up and riding. And I think that's that lift you get from the concave, and you can really feel it move water. Like one pump in and you're kind of up to speed, and it maintains the speed really well. It doesn't like drop off. You don't have to keep wiggling or it's going to stop. It's like you get this feeling of like building momentum, and the speed kind of layers on top of each other as you get down the line, even through turns. And that in combination with the twin or the Twinzer, really, they work together and it really accentuates that. The theory is the little canard Twinzer fin kind of breaks up some of the turbulence of water that's coming and engaging with the twin, the big fin. That kind of clears a little bit of space for the big fin to do work on rail and driving and moving water without some of that turbulence. So a lot of people feel like, even though there's technically 4 fins there, that Twinzers almost feel looser, but a little bit easier to maneuver and manipulate because there's less delay or lag. And the other thing you really notice is that the deck, the feeling of the board really connected. Sometimes with like a dome deck board, there's like a little bit of a delay when you're pressing into the board because the board is going away from you. But when the shape of the deck is pressing into you, the instant you're putting pressure on that rail, it transfers down to that lower apex, and so you really feel it, this like dynamic power response into the rail. It's basically a single 6-ounce layer on the deck, and then just a 4-ounce patch over the tail. Very durable under your back foot, but flexes like a comp weight performance board. And then the weight of it feels like a light poly board. So it feels like a light, crispy comp weight board, but it flexes really good and it holds together almost better sometimes than like a double 4-ounce. So we kind of engineer these to hold together as long as possible, but still allow the board to have some feel and sensation. You can really feel it adapt to the wave face, and you're getting more speed out of your pumping and driving down the line. You're feeling more load and release out of your turns, and the board just feels more alive. Sizing, you kind of like that we've done stock dimensions kind of similar to where we ran the Twinsman. You'll find they're like a little less volume than the stock dims on a normal Twinsman because they're a little bit tightened up, but don't be afraid to ride on a little bit more foam than you would think. Victor is 5'9", 180 pounds, and he rides the Twinsman like 5'9", 5'8" to 5'10" really, and anywhere from probably like 32 liters or something like that, and he's 5'9", 180 for reference.